Hey guys, it's Sydney at Treadmill Review Guru. We've been anxiously waiting to review the Sole ST90 and it's finally here. So I'm gonna go over how it performed for us and let you see and hear it in action for yourself. So let's dive in. So since being released last year, the ST90 has been upgraded for this year. So this is the new 2023 model. And starting with the construction, the ST90 has a pretty sizable footprint. It's around 74 inches long, 33.5 inches wide, and 70 inches high. It doesn't fold up and it's heavy. It's 375 pounds. So for most non-folding treadmills, we recommend using them in a designated space. We definitely recommend that for the ST90 because it's very hard to move. There isn't a built-in handle underneath the back of the deck to be able to grab to lift up the back of the deck to engage those front transportation wheels. So it makes it difficult. And then once you add in the weight of the treadmill, it makes it very difficult. So keep this in mind and prepare to use the ST90 in an area where it can permanently stay. So the ST90 does resemble the Peloton Tread Plus that was recalled due to safety problems. And there are definitely some components of the ST90 that remind us of the Peloton Tread Plus, especially in the frame, motor, and the deck. And it has a similar frame design with this Z-shaped frame that Sole refers to it as, that's also found on the new Sole F80 and F85. So there's a steel floor frame underneath the deck. The uprights then connect into that. They're also steel and they extend up to hold the console and the handles. There is some amount of shake in the console when using the ST90. To me, it's a little bit more noticeable when I'm walking rather than running. Many treadmills with touchscreens do have some amount of screen shake, but on the ST90, it isn't distracting. And the handles are well within reach. And I like that the front handle is just one continuous piece because it just offers a nice amount of area to be able to grab when you need to. And the ST90 has a 2.0 horsepower AC motor. So AC motors are typically found only in treadmills that are in commercial gyms, and they're known to perform better than DC motors, which are found in most home treadmills. And AC motors are more durable to handle a lot of use. So if you think like the foot traffic that public gyms get, so the ST90 should work well for long distance training, households with multiple users. I also noticed that this motor adjusts fairly quickly, faster than other Sole treadmills, so it is good for interval training. And as far as noise, the ST90 reminds us of the Peloton Tread Plus, which also had a 2.0 horsepower AC motor. And AC motors in general are louder than DC motors. So the ST90 isn't exactly a quiet treadmill, so keep this in mind if noise is a factor for you in your home. And you can stick around later on this video. I'm gonna hop on the ST90 so you can see and hear it for yourself. And the ST90 has a really great amount of training capabilities. So it goes up to 12.5 miles per hour and it offers 15 levels of incline. And we found the incline to actually be pretty high to make for really intense training options. And along with the AC motor, the flat motorized slat belt also makes the ST90 a little unique. So there are other treadmills with decks like this, like the recalled Peloton Tread Plus. There's also high-end treadmills like the Techno Gym Skill Run and the Woodway Forefront, which are both priced significantly higher than the ST90, and they're found in commercial settings. And the ST90 is a bit of a splurge compared to other, motorized home treadmills, but it's an affordable alternative to other flat motorized slat belt treadmills. And the belt is 20 inches wide and 60 inches long, so it offers a great amount of space for pretty much all strides. It's also really versatile. So the belt can be disengaged from the motor, so you can control the pace of the belt yourself. It's reflected in free mode function on the touchscreen. And when the motor is disengaged, the belt is actually harder to get moving than than like curved manual treadmills because you don't have the momentum, you don't have a curve at the front to be able to help get that belt moving. And you can use 8 levels of incline with this feature, and for me, inclining definitely helps me to get the belt moving faster and easier. We've also noticed that, with our larger reviewers, they're able to get the belt moving a little bit easier in the free mode than our smaller reviewers. So since the Peloton Tread Plus was recalled because of safety reasons, you might be wondering how Sole has implemented safety on the ST90. So there is a panel that's mounted on the back part of the belt. And then there's also a child lock feature on the touchscreen that locks the belt when the treadmill isn't in use, when you turn that on. And there's also a stop feature that turns off the belt and the motor when the treadmill is inclined and when it's at higher speeds. And this is when it detects, no one on the belt. So even if you're standing on the side rails, the screen will give you a 10-second warning before turning off the belt. The rubber slats do have spaces in between, and those spaces get larger when the belt goes over the back roller. So in theory, small fingers or paws could potentially get caught in them. So as with any treadmill, motorized or non-motorized, we recommend using any treadmill with caution and keeping the area where you're using your treadmill free of small pets and children. The included warranty is a little bit less extensive than what Sole offers on their other treadmills. So the ST90 comes with a 5-year warranty for the frame and motor, a 3-year warranty for deck and electronics, and a 1-year warranty for labor. All right, so checking out the console on the ST90, this layout is the same as the new Sole F80 and F85, and we have video reviews on here on our YouTube channel of those treadmills, so make sure you check those out. The ST90 has a 15.6-inch exactly touchscreen that's bright and clear and pretty easy to see. The screen isn't adjustable, so you can't tilt it forward or back or pivot it to either side. And I actually found it to be a little bit easier to reach than the F80 and F85, so I actually don't mind that it's not adjustable. It's a good angle for all of our reviewers, and we range from around 5'1", which is me, up to 6'5". I like the quick adjustment buttons on either side of the screen. So the right side, these number buttons are for your speed, and the left is for incline. They do skip some key increments, so it isn't as seamless to use as other treadmills. There are 2 side buttons down by the front handle that you can adjust to specific increments, and you can adjust the treadmill a little bit more quickly by holding these, but just know that there is a slight delay once you hold them before they actually begin adjusting the treadmill. The front-facing speakers below the screen are loud and clear. My only issue is that there isn't a volume button actually on the console, so instead you have to press this little small speaker icon that's at the top left of the screen to be able to adjust the volume, and this is actually really hard to do while you're running, so I would like to see a volume button on the console in the future. The speakers are Bluetooth enabled, so you can play content from your phone through them, which is really nice. And there is a button on the console for the fan, but the fans are pretty weak. So if you need to cool off, I definitely recommend using a fan of your own, just plugging it in to face the treadmill. And the wireless charging pad just below the screen is a really nice touch. You can use it to adjust or to charge your compatible phone. So the pad also holds your phone in place and works as a place to store it. So this is really nice, really convenient. There's also, of course, the top rack for your phone or your larger tablet. It's adjustable, and you can be able to watch your own content this way, which is really nice. And there's also a good amount of storage. So you have 4 pockets. The 2 of them are larger for your water, and then the smaller ones are good for things like, keys or earbuds. And overall, this console is pretty streamlined and easy to use. It does shake a little bit while using the ST90, but it isn't distracting. All right, so let's get into the touchscreen. So the ST90 has a great amount of tech and features, and what I love most is that the content doesn't require an additional subscription fee to access the content on the screen. So there are onboard workout programs, This is your home screen, and then you can go into all programs, and you have all these different workout programs to choose from with preset speeds and inclines, and then you can also create your own custom workouts here, and you can save them underneath the templates tab. There's also these different fitness tests that you can take. So you have a lot of different training options. There's also manual mode that you can hop on and do your own thing. So these programs are pretty standard, but they're really nice to have for structured training. And I think my favorite part is that the ST90 comes with these 12 preloaded streaming apps. So as you can see, there's like Netflix, Hulu, YouTube, Spotify, and all you need to do is log into your account for each of these apps and start streaming. So, and you can also screen mirror your phone, content from your phone in case these apps don't offer enough. We did notice that this feature doesn't seem to currently work for Android devices, but I was able to screen mirror my iPhone just fine. The ST90 also pairs with the Sole Plus app, and I actually recommend using this app to set up a profile on the ST90, especially if you have used the app before. Having your own profile on the ST90 keeps you logged into all of these apps. You don't have to go in and re-log in every time you use the ST90, and having a profile also saves your workout history and your workout stats. So definitely recommend having that, and all of these features are really nice and included on the ST90. All right, so now I'm going to hop on the ST90 so you can see and hear it for yourself. But first, if you like this video and find it helpful, give it a like and subscribe to our channel. We test and review all kinds of fitness equipment so you know exactly what to expect. And actually, before I start running on the ST90, I do want to talk about a little bit how it feels to use. So as far as the cushioning, so the slat belt features these individual slats that are rubberized, and that absorbs the shock from each footfall when your foot lands while running. And this is similar to other treadmills with slat belts, even curved, manual treadmills that we've tested. As far as how it feels to run on though, it's harder to run on than other motorized treadmills like the Sole F80 and F85. And a big reason for this is the deck cushioning. So the rubber slats provide a lot of shock absorption, but underfoot, the deck actually doesn't provide a lot of the same amount of give or bounce that most treadmills provide. And I kind of like to think of the bounce as like a little kind of spring in your step feeling when you're using higher cushion treadmills. So Sole treadmills overall feel pretty firm to run on and have less give in the deck, but the ST90 has the least amount of give on treadmills that we've tested so far, and it definitely feels different to run on than motorized belted treadmills and also curved manual treadmills with slat belts like the Assault Runners and True Forms. These feel firm underfoot, but the ST90 feels firmer. I've noticed as far as an effort level when I'm running, I have to work harder to run on the ST90. It's kind of like running on sand. And because it feels more challenging to run on, it definitely provides a really great workout, and it's good if you're looking for a treadmill for high intensity training. So just keep that in mind. Now I'm just gonna start. I'm at a flat grade right now. I'm gonna start walking at 3 miles per hour. Let's bump it up to 6 miles per hour. Here's 9 miles per hour. All right, so just back to a walking pace. Let's check out those 15 levels of incline. So here's level 15. You really don't hear foot noise, you just hear that motor. All right, here is Matt, he's 6'5", walking at 3 miles per hour. At 6 miles per hour. 89 miles per hour. Thanks for watching our review of the Sole ST90. We really like that the motor-controlled slat belt goes up to 12.5 miles per hour and it offers 15 levels of incline. The motor can also be disengaged so you can control the pace of the belt yourself, and you can use 8 levels of incline with that feature, so you get a lot of versatility on the ST90. And the rubber slat belt is paired with an AC motor to make this treadmill really great for running and high-intensity training. And the 15-inch touchscreen includes onboard workouts and streaming from apps like Netflix and Hulu. And the motor adjusts well, and the console has quick adjustment buttons that's really great for interval training. And the Sole ST90 is actually more affordable than many other motorized slat belt treadmills. Some things to keep in mind is that it isn't best for homes where noise is a factor, because the AC motor is louder than most DC motors found in most home treadmills. And the slat belt and the deck provide shock absorption, but doesn't offer as much give in the deck underfoot as most belted treadmills, so it might not be best for those with sensitive joints. And the warranty is a little bit less extensive than what Sole offers on some of their other treadmills. But for overall high-intensity training and really a versatile treadmill, the ST90 is a good option. And you can head over to treadmillreviewguru.com to learn more. We have a full written review with more details that I wasn't able to fit in this video. And for the current price, check the link in the description. Purchasing through this link helps us out at no extra cost to you, so we can keep making reviews like this. And please like and subscribe and share this video. Our goal is to help you find the best fitness equipment for you, and growing our audience helps us be able to help more people. And let us know in the comments if you have any questions and what you think of the Sole ST90 if you have it. Thanks again for watching. I'm Sydney at Treadmill Review Guru. I'll see you next time.